All right, what to do, y'all? This your boy Pat coming at y'all once again. Thank y'all for joining me this Friday right here. I hope y'all had a great one, and I hope it was way better than mine. That you basically saw me on Twitter, man. My morning this oh my god, I had like a crazy morning. Like besides showing up for work today and then having to go back and forth because I lost a lot of things, and then I go into my work. And I see that one of my coworkers who worked last night left a pizza up in it. And I mean, this thing was just like
I
black
did
and
see
black.
that picture. That was a pizza?
Yes.
Oh shit, that got fucked up.
It was like a it was like a pepperoni pizza that I don't know how they must forgot or whatever. And like I found this thing and I'm like, oh God, like this is gonna be a great day.
That looks fucking fossilized.
I'm saying. But with that all set aside, like I like to introduce y'all to my guest today. This is the talented and lovely Akira Shell right here.
Hi.
All right. So and also, just like how Kitty Quinn came to us last year, not last year, last week. She comes to us by the way of our good friend Princess Unicorn Nipples, who recommended her. So I thank him all for that right there. I don't know if he's going to be in the chat later on, but if he
Thanks,
will,
Mr. Nipples.
he's a really cool person. Like Pat, you got to. I'm saying you got to get Akira Shell on things like that. So I'm going to try my best if she agrees. And here she is right here.
Hello.
So without further ado, it's like you want to tell us a bit about yourself.
Well, I pretty much started off as a clueless person in the industry. I came in as a model with an agent, but I saw pretty quickly how things were going, so I ended up going away from the agent side, just taking charge of my own shit, and now I produce for 4 different studios, about to be 5, and I'm kind of a workaholic. I pretty much just work or video game or hang out with my dude or my friends. That's it.
Oh, so you're a gamer too.
I am, yeah. Animal Crossing kind of like put a stop to everything right now, though. It's just Animal Crossing, let me tell you.
Oh, so your team Animal Crossing. Like, okay, so when it comes to gaming, like, are you a console peasant or are you a PC gamer?
Oh, that wasn't biased at all. Did you say console peasant? I use the PC all the time. I started off with Xbox as a console. Now I got a PS4, a Switch. I got a PS2 specifically for quarantine. So that's pretty great.
Oh yeah, like that's another question right there. Is like how have things been ever since like the quarantine thing started? Like
they've been rough, definitely. Everything really slow paced is not something that I thrive in. I need something going typically, so just kind of sitting and waiting for Word to be able to do anything again has sucked. It's really sucked.
Yeah, I know it was like that down here, but eventually, like right now at this point, it's like everything is like open up and people are like slowly going into like like workplaces and like restaurants. They're still doing like back up, give me 6 feet kind of thing, but most everything is like open up, and even in our place right now, they're kind of like easing up on the rules and things. So I'm thinking like it's going to be like in the beginning of June that a lot of things are going to be like back to where they were, but still people are still like being precautious. And I know like because I was talking with Kitty with like this last week, she said like she's able to still like work and do things like that, but it has been kind of like taking like a little toll here and there.
Yeah, it's created this weird divide in the industry where there's people that will make you a complete social pariah. They'll blacklist you. They write you off as a total piece of shit if you were working through this at all, which I find fucking hysterical. Like,
I know that's kind of jacked up.
My horses, you stuck up bitches. Honestly, that's how I feel about all of you that have said that. I have no qualm saying that publicly. You guys are stuck up bitches. It's just uncalled for.
I know, right? And like I said, I have my friend Callie right here talking about like Pat saying that he isn't a console peasant. I am, like I said, I am a console player, and I will admit that, they get on to me a lot about that because most of the people who are like stream with or that's in the chat, they're PC gamers. So it's like, so I'm like, yes,
great PC games that you can't get elsewhere. So.
Yeah, I told him the reason why I'm a PC, I'm a console gamer and things like that because I have a job, I have like my, my family and things like that, my kids who are growing up who like who need my attention and things. So it's like it's more recreational with me. So, whereas compared to like online and where you have to like like put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
But like getting to our questions right here. So it's like when did you like join like the adult industry?
I was 19. I started using my free cams for only about 2 weeks, and I was still at the point where I was afraid to show my face, so I was barely showing my face. I was mostly just like showing my body, and a recruiter wanted me to come do porn for 2 weeks in Miami, 2 weeks in LA, and I was like, okay. And I was literally on a plane the next day, so like, why the fuck not? Let's go make some porn.
So it's
it
like,
never crossed my mind before. I was actually dating someone who at the time, she was like, I'm really concerned that you're going to start doing porn. I was like, I would never do that. 2 weeks later, I'm literally on a plane the next day. So, great girlfriend.
All right, so like so when you was on the planes, like how was that like first, that first scene, like that first time going?
Well, as soon as I stepped into Florida, like Florida itself, I regretted it immediately because I couldn't breathe. It was just like, whoa, swamp, fucking swamp. That was intense. But my first scene itself was with JW Ties, and it was actually hilarious in my memory because I was so nervous and I wanted to give such a good performance that for the hand job part, I was over here like, going at it. I was doing this for like a solid 4 minutes. I was just like, yeah, give me that. Oh. I didn't realize that I could just be like, yeah. And we're like, ah!
You say anything like, you can slow down, you just like, just enjoying the whole entire flow.
He was enjoying it. So I was like, oh. It's funny as fuck when I think back at it. And the best part to me is he told me when AVN nominations came around, he's like, I nominated that for best hand job scene. I was like, no, bury that.
All right, so my next question is like, how has the experience been so far, like from your first time, up to right now?
It's been a hell of a ride. A whole lot of mixed experiences, honestly. It's been good and bad. I have the most comfort when I'm able to control everything myself, essentially. So that's why I started producing myself instead of, like, I'll still shoot for people. It's very rare that I do anything past normal fetish for anyone. It's not that I don't want to do that content anymore. I guess that I like having the control for my own scenes, and if I'm not producing it myself, I don't feel as comfortable to say, hey, cut, or let's change this because I'll look better this way. It's just not something I can do as easily when I'm on their time and their money. I want to respect that, and I'd rather I look the best and I do everything the best that I can, and I can't control that when I'm on someone else's set,
Oh yeah, I can understand that right there. So it's like you said like, you started out as like with the agent and things like that. So like all right, so when you was doing that right there, it's like, how did that all go? Well, as you explained right there, like how it all went.
The agent thing, that was some shit. I'm not going to drop any names, but it was not a positive or healthy environment whatsoever. Nor was it necessarily hygienic. I will say the living place, woof. And it took a very short amount of time before I figured out that they were scamming girls out of their money, little bit by little bit. Yeah. And so once I figured that out, I tried protecting myself and being like, look, this is not what, like, you owe me more money, because they would literally take the check from the company. They would go and cash it, and then they'd bring you the money back that they felt you had left from taking all the stuff that they owed. And I was like,
oh, that sucks.
Oh, it was predatory as fuck. So I started protecting myself pretty quickly, and the agent did not like that. I actually got yelled at the next day after I like showed a list of all my expenses and be like, look, this is what I'm actually owing you, not whatever you just pulled. So give me my money. The next morning when I was getting ready for go-see, she came down to my face, started yelling at me, just anything that they could think of to say, and threw me out on the streets. I was like, okay, don't fuck with their scams. They like their little scams.
Yeah, like I'm saying, they're just expecting you to be like this airheaded person that just go in there and get fucked, and we just give you whatever.
And this is not every agent, but sadly the agent that I came into was definitely like this. really ruined careers as well, because you have a nice slow progression that you can do to lengthen your career as a sex worker. Start off doing solo scenes, and then you do girl scenes, and then you start doing hand job scenes, and then like it's a slow progression, and you can draw out the amount of time that you have success doing that. But a lot of agents will be like, all right, so you're going to go do a double IR, ready, set, go. And right from there, you don't have a ramp to go up. Like that's, you're starting your level. So you have not a whole lot of place to go up from there. It's like they just want their money. They just want to get their cut and then throw the girls out. They just destroy careers.
I just feel like yikes right there. All right, so
like whoa.
And I have been checking out a lot of your content, like from like Twitter to like everything that I can find out about you. And I've seen that you work with a lot of interesting people and things like that. Of course, you work with like Kitty Quinn. You work with is her name Daisy or Daisy or what? Daisy Harley? Oh, it's Daisy. So it's like Daisy in like a different way right there. So I'm glad we're right there. So like with those two right there, you work with people like Lani Lay and like Carmen Valentina, which Carmen Valentina is such a sexy person. Which like is she really 5 feet tall? Because it's like,
oh my God, yes, she's so short, but she is so sweet. It's like
I asked her that question.
Cuddle person, it's adorable.
Because it's like when I look at her on the videos on her pictures and things like that, I don't know if
she has a big personality, right? She has a good, nice, big presence.
She has like a nice presence, and like even when she's not in heels, and it's like she doesn't look upset. She doesn't look 5 feet. She's just like, yeah, I'm a short person.
She is short. It's so cute, but she's also really fierce. So saying that she's cute also kind of feels a little bit weird. She's fierce and cute.
I'm saying she's a gorgeous person and things like that, man. It's like wow. It's like all right, so so let's get into like the type of work that you do right there. Now, most of like consists of a lot of fetishes. So it's like like when did you like get into like the whole fetish thing? Was it like that from the get-go, or did you like work your way into it?
Well, what happened when I got kicked out of my model house that I was staying at, I ended up going and working with a company that did both fetish and porn. So I was able to end up being their assistant for camera work, for a lot of things. I ended up running stores for a lot of different girls on Clips for Sale, taking care of the studio for almost 2 years, maybe a year and a half. So that gave me a lot of insight and a lot of knowledge on how to do things for myself. And that's what opened the door for fetish to me. We were side by side. We'd be filming boy-girl stuff, and then it'd be like, all right, now go do stinky foot stuff and smoking cigarettes. And I'm just like, oh, I like this side. I just found myself going over there. I was like, why do I like all this shit?
It's like just, and all of a sudden, just like little by little by little, and all of a sudden, jump.
Yeah, it was just like, this is so cool.
Yeah, because I've seen a whole lot of them. It's like, from the foot fetishes to the smoking fetishes to like, I've seen like where you and Daisy would like, kind of like, like gut punch each other. It's like,
yes.
Has there ever been like a point to like where you were like doing these and like something like went wrong or like went too far? Like I take that as a yes.
Like, so I have done a lot of cunt busting. Yeah, you should look nervous. All right. The very, very first time that I ever did cunt busting, I was doing a shoot with Alexis Rain. Her cunt busting was her thing. It was definitely her thing. And I was very new to the scene. And I have this sort of like, I'm going to man you up complex to me. So I saw her with like how muscular she was. She had 6-packs and everything going on. And I saw her cunt busting content. So when it came turn for my clip, I was like, I want to do a competition. Back, real time. We're going to see who can actually stay standing the longest. And she was like, are you sure? Like, I'm pretty sure in her head, she thought she was going to knock me down super quick because she takes beatings with cunt busting. She will just spread her legs and have girls kick as hard as they possibly can on her.
Oh.
So I saw that and I was like, let's do a competition, bitch. I never did this before. Ooh. It got to about 7 minutes and we had to call it a draw because I was refusing to go down and she was refusing to go down, but we were injured.
I can just imagine because like me, it's like I'm saying, like for guys, man, it's like you can just like right there, and we're like,
Yep.
but I don't know. It's like you have to be. It's
So,
like you have to be like ultra sensitive down there for a lady.
We got kicked right here, but I actually had the injury was right here.
Mhm.
My ovary was bruised green for 2 fucking weeks. I got kicked here, and it was bruised here.
Oh.
Yeah, my actual pussy lip was about that size on one end because she was hooking her foot, so her toe was just like her toe was going up and hitting me first every time. Oof. Oof. I couldn't pee right for 2 weeks. So yeah. And of course, I continued to do cunt busting for a long, healthy career after that.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like, you basically take it from a lot of people because I've seen like, where it's like I've seen like scenes where it's like you're going down like it's like and just like
yeah.
So besides that right there, you also did a bunch of ball busting where it's against guys and things like this. Like
yes.
And the guys are like like are they just like mostly into that, or they're just like coming in like not knowing what's going to happen? And it's like, oh dear God.
So except for the like 1 or 2 clips that I have posted where I'm surprise sneak attacking ball busting guys, they did not like me for that, but it happened. There's this one man, Andrea Dupree. He loves it. He does ball busting all the time. So he's the one that you see in all of my videos where someone's getting fucked up.
Oh, man.
That man, we literally did an 8-hour filming session only with ball busting. And he was still going at the end.
8 hours?
8 fucking hours.
And he's like he's not like swole up or...
Oh, that shit, it gets swollen, it gets bruised, it gets bloody. Yeah.
He's just like I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah, he wants to be castrated. He literally will ask for you to castrate him. And it's actually a little bit like, oh, shit, because he was like, I want you to, Goddess, please castrate me. If anything goes wrong, just run. I was like, oh, we're not having me arrested today. Thank you very much, Smarty Pants. No.
So he's just one of those that just wants to be like completely just like dominated. Like,
oh yeah. Woo! That's some fun ball busting. Yeah.
Oh man, it's like so also besides like with the fetishes, with the fetish work and things like that, it's like also like on your Twitter it listed you as a sadomasochist for everybody who like sadomasochists. That's like people who like to give and receive. So which one which one do you like more? Or you more dom or more sub?
Definitely more of a. It really depends on everything in my life, but recently I've been definitely more dominant and sadistic. Yeah. Definitely.
I was like, oh man, it's like because I remember like talking to Kitty, she said like it all just basically depends on the mood. Like sometimes she'll feel like the dom, and sometimes she'll feel like the sub. Especially like when it comes to like her tickling fetish things like that. She more like be on like the receiving side of things like that. And if she's gonna be on the receiving side, you have to tie it down. Otherwise, it's gonna just be like going wild. So it's like, are you into the tickling fetish as well, or?
Fuck no, I absolutely hate tickling. I hate it. So sensitive, and I don't know what it is about my armpits, but long before I even got into the whole tickling scene, anyone that touched my armpits, I'll just admit it, I used to cry when people touched my armpits. It's so uncomfortable for me. It's just like my no-no zone. Like, how dare you? That is just like I'd rather a stranger come up and just like, hello butthole, rather than up in my armpits.
I see that one of my friends talking about like I should get Scribe up in there, like like Scribe. We have a friend by the name of Scribe, like like he's in he talks a lot of BDSM, so it's like if he was around, I would definitely love to get him in here. But it's like I am going to recommend him to you, so like just in case he wants to have you like on his channel to talk about a lot about this.
Fucking tickling, hell no.
So tickling is not your thing, which I'm surprised. Like I said, like so you'll sit up there and I mean you'll go like what 4 to 5 hours, like I'm saying, kicking each other and kicking each other in the cunts and things like that. But tickling,
that's because I'm asking for the pain. Tickling, it's not pain, it's not pleasure, it's I don't know what the fuck it is, but I don't like it.
So now everybody knows your weakness. So it's like, if you want to get a cure, just tie it down and just take a feather to her.
So it didn't work when somebody tied me down for the first tickle. I actually took a chunk of flesh out of someone's arm when they had me tied down for the tickle. They let their arm get too close to my mouth. And like I had discussed with them for a very lengthy period before that if you touch my armpits, do not dwell on them. Touch them and leave. That's the only way I'm consenting to this. And this motherfucker spent a good 2 minutes in my armpits once he got there. So as soon as his arm got close enough, I took a chunk out. Like it wasn't just like bite, release. It was bite, pull the flesh off the skin. Fuck you. I don't like tickling. Blah.
And did he scream or did he just like,
No, he went, you little, and then continued to tickle me.
Oh,
but then the cameraman, Camille Black, she was like, yo, there's blood everywhere. You need to stop because we can't use this footage.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, it's on now.
Yeah. Yeah, like I warned you not to touch my armpits, so.
Okay, so like also in the business, like so when it comes to like your videos and things like that, like you do customs, right?
Yep.
All right, so it's like so have you ever like what if you ever done requests, like what's the wildest request that you've ever received?
It's just the most fascinating one to me. It's not super wild per se, but there is this gremlin custom that I did where there are invisible gremlins that are knocking me out throughout a span of time. And so what I had to do for that was I had my fiance come and like use a baseball bat and he would lift it up from behind the couch and like knock me on the head. So it looked like there's just like an invisible little creature knocking me out. So I had to edit in little sound effects being like, oh, come over here, come find me. Oh, you can't find me. And so I'm like chasing through the house. Anastasia is here. I'm like chasing through the house, looking around for these gremlins, which I can never find.
Bro, it's okay so long as she's not doing it. Okay. They'll allow that, like because I know I'm trying to stay into like YouTube services, but it's like sometimes they'll be like very iffy. I think everything will be okay so long as like no nudity or no bad words. Basically,
just move them out for you.
Oh, if you do that, we're gone. I'm not that popular. I'm not that popular just yet to where they'll let me get away with that.
Let us slide.
Is that Twitter or what is
it? Yeah,
it's YouTube that is broadcasting.
That's why I say, like Pornhub needs to get a live streaming service. Then it's like, it's on. Then it's like, And by the way, for everybody who wants to know that was Anastasia Rose. You can find her also on Twitter at Anastasia Rose XX. And if you look her up, man, I'm just tell you right now, man, I don't know how you do it, man, but damn, brothers is like.
You want me to look up face to the base on Pornhub?
No.
Somebody made a video of her. They took a of all of like the hardcore moments that she's had in porn where she's just like getting fucking pounded and looking slobbery.
And they're fucking playing like hard stuff like EDM music
and they have it so well into it. It just keeps changing and it's like do and every do she's getting just pounded.
I know because I've checked out her content, especially like it was like one where she was like taking on like these two black guys and things like that, and they are like like double analing her, and then there's also another person who's like fisting the hell out of her. She's just like, oh my god, this is so awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love her.
Well, like I said, if you look up for, like I said, check her out on Twitter at Anastasia Rose XX. You'll see her. She's a sexy lady that's surrounded by the 5 black guys and things like that. So.
That's true. It's very true.
Okay, so all right, so get back to our question right here. Like oh no, I asked it right there. So it's right here. Okay, now starting off with Twitter, it's like you have like a new account right now, and you said like the last one got got deleted at like 24K. So like, what happened there?
Probably bitches.
Oh, people getting jealous. Like,
we cannot trust those.
I am not necessarily the most socially popular person in my local group because I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and if you piss me off, I'm gonna fucking tell you. And I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I have mental health issues. People are gonna judge based on that, based on this, based on whatever. Go fuck yourselves. So,
so you're just basically speaking your mind, like, you know, people just like, report her. And because I'm saying, because there are like many sex workers on there who have a lot of them, like I'm saying, like, you know, like, and I know it can't be like the content because it's like people like Riley Reid who have like over 1 million followers, and she's like got extreme stuff on her Twitter.
You gotta piss people off enough to go and report you enough to get Twitter's attention. So that's why I know it's probably bitches, because someone had to be sitting there reporting me for so long.
I like bitches. I like that.
I'm not gonna get any more specific. I know names probably, but I'm just gonna say bitches.
So it's just like, you know, a bunch of jealous females. Like, I don't like her. She has to go.
She's popular.
So that's but she's slow. I'm saying she's slowly getting back up there. So people like, you know, so go check her out, man. I'm saying she has awesome content right there. She knows she works with a whole lot of people. And if you are into like the fetish community, this is like one of the places definitely to go right there. You know, especially if you got a great foot fetish and, you know, smoking fetish and stuff like that. Okay, so besides like you know, like losing your first one at 24K, which gotta be sucked, there is something I've seen on your Twitter as well and things like that, and it kind of hit me right here in the heart because it's like one of my favorite foods. What do you have against pineapple pizza?
What does she have against pineapple? She's a psycho.
Pineapple pizza.
I love pineapple pizza, man. Pineapple pizza is what gave me. It's what gave me this. All right, what'd she say?
Pineapple pizza is delicious.
Yes, exactly.
No.
Yes.
So no. Keep that juicy, weird fruitiness away from my hot, steamy, melty, cheesy.
So you just saying so. What is your favorite kind of pizza?
I don't think I have one. Not.
Well, we know it's not pineapple. So.
Not fucking pineapple. I like pepperoni. I like mushrooms. I like olives. I like onions. I like peppers, jalapenos, capers.
So you're a supreme kind.
Yeah, I used to be vegan, so I couldn't actually have pizza. I used to just throw all of the veggies on top of sauce and like fake dough, essentially. So that's why when I think pizza, I'm just like, oh, what can I throw on there?
So it's like, are you still vegan now, or like?
Oh fuck no!
What happened right there?
Fuck no! Give me a steak now, yes, please. I never did it for the like, oh, it's so cruel that we eat animals aspect because I'm so sorry that we're the smarter species.
I love you so much.
Like, oh no. Not my reason at all. Environmental factors, the amount of water wasted in the whole production process is just kind of fucked up. But now, honestly, with producing the way that I have to have props and costumes and throw them out after one use, I can't exactly be environmentally friendly anymore. So, whatever.
Yeah. Because, you know, I've had my fair share of encounters with a lot of vegans and things like that. And they have been very militant, which I have no problem with vegans because I have vegan friends myself. And they're like, you know, like, I understand you eat meat and like all, you know, to your own things like that. But it's like there are some people out there, it's like, you know, you have to do this, you have to do that because, you know, the environment and you're being horrible to the animals. And it's like, you know, like go vegan or else. And it's like they just
Or else.
So it's like, you know, like those are the type of vegans I don't like, you know, but it's like I have a couple of friends, we get along very well, and they have turned me on to a couple of vegan recipes and things like that. And I'm like, this is good right here.
Yeah.
So those are the ones I'm very cool with, you know, what they understand, like I eat meat, but it's like you know, they'll still like, you know, well, try this every once in a while and things like that, you know, to switch up your diet.
Yeah.
I think they still want to change me one day, but they know it ain't gonna happen. But yes, man, but I still don't know. Like she's like pineapple pizza. I'm like, that was one of my greatest cheat meals when I was like working out. Man, So it's like, and I'm pretty sure there are a lot of people on the chat right here who are gonna be like, like, oh my god, except my boy RVA Dar right there, he knows the truth.
Bad.
Yes. That's it. Between him right there and Anastasia on the side, they're saying, yeah, right. I'm saying, girl, you have to earn an extra point from me.
Oh God, no, you shouldn't.
I should have never fucking let her in. I was like, it's funny you talked about pizza right away because I don't know if you saw I started eating pizza rolls.
Yes. But man, when I saw that right there, I was like, oh my god, man, she hit me right there. And you already said that you're a gamer and like you're doing like what you playing like Animal Crossing right now or
right now. Yeah.
And, like just kind of like hooked to it.
Oh, super hooked. But before that, League of Legends, PC, Smite, PlayStation. You know what? No shame. Fortnite is always good to come back to when I need a comfort game because I used to play it a lot.
Oh man, when Fortnite came out, and I mean, oh Jesus Christ, boy, people, it just went all the rage, and especially when they started making like tournaments for it. Like,
you know the Galaxy phone that they made specifically so that you could get a skin if you go get it?
You got it.
I spent $1,000 on a phone for a skin in Fortnite.
Oh. All for the skin.
Yeah. Literally.
I said, but it's still a good phone, like I just
it's a dope phone.
So, like,
I used to actually film all of my content on it until I got my 4K camera like half a year ago. So I was like, thank God that it had great video capability.
Oh, yeah, it did.
Okay, so we're not gaming, we're not ball busting, cunt busting, like smoking and things like that. So it's like so what do you do? What do you do for relaxation?
I smoke in a game. What do you mean?
That's the best way. Honestly, that's the best way to go.
I'll get real with you. When I'm done working, I have this little like work nook here that I can attempt to show you. So this is my desk with a little standing desk on it, and it's just a little triangle thing. I'm on the floor here, which happens a lot actually. Whenever I get tired, shut the fuck up.
So
whenever I get tired of working or gaming, I literally just slouch down onto the floor, pull up my pillow and my blanket, and I sleep right here for like an hour or two, and then I get working.
Like, okay, I'm done working. Let me just take like a little nap right here.
And then I go right back to it.
I know, like, but yeah, and I also saw like the one girl who basically like was the reason we didn't be able to stream yesterday because a lot of people were like, what happened? Yeah,
Riley, yeah, she had to do like real life stuff before our shoot that she didn't remember that she had to do, and I got nervous with having to give a time to do a show, and I didn't know when she was showing up.
Yeah, so that's the reason why we had to reschedule right there. So a lot of people was like, like looking forward, like what's going on, Patrick, right here. Yeah. And in this case, like a lot of people want to know, like this is her right there. This like what? Yeah. This is the whole entire stream that y'all did right here. Like this is like Riley, as you see right here, space. She calls herself Space Girl Riley K on Twitter. So this is the reason why we couldn't stream, like yesterday right there. So I'm thinking, like, you know what? I understand.
I know, right? You see that booty? It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, I've checked out her content too, and I'm just like, wow.
I know. I actually had never heard of her before until my friend Don Juan DeMarco let me know and was like, "You need to hire her while she's in town."
Yeah, and like and you mentioned like talking about your fiance. Is he like the redheaded dude that in the videos? That's him. So it's like I've seen
really long red hair.
So yes. Like the ones where y'all be kind of like basically controlling each other. 1 second you're in control, 1 second there's like, okay, they are really going at it. So how did you two meet?
I met him on PlayStation.
So y'all both gamers?
Yes.
Yes, they say, hey, shit, the couple that games together stays together.
The longest PlayStation party that we had was 84 hours.
Wow.
So we game.
A lot of energy drink. a lot of energy drinking pizza rolls.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I get in my gaming mode, I'll get in there hard.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm one of those people where if you need to go to the bathroom, it's a mad sprint and then sprint back, and you don't notice anything else on the way. I gotta run back and get back to my shit.
Oh my god, my questions had failed right here. Now, let me try to shuffle them back. Okay, so my next question right here is like, with all the sex work that you basically done right now, it's like I said, had in a positive and negative light, like how do you handle it, like how the sex work industry is right now? Because there are like positive sides of it, and then there are like dark sides versions. It's like, how do you handle it, like being into it?
I live under a rock most of the time, so I don't have to listen to all of the ignorant bullshit. But of course, it finds its way onto the Twitter timeline, and it finds its way into changes for clips for sale and keywords when the bank changes what they're allowing for us to even post as content. That is the biggest thing that sucks for me being a sex worker, is how discrimination. Banking companies are like the main people that can allow what we post and don't post, and they are so out of touch with what we do that I don't understand why they are allowed to control that. I understand the mechanics of why they're allowed to, but in all reality, I don't know why the fuck they're allowed to.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It's like, man, it's like, so it's like, like with everything that you're doing right now, I see like you recently joined like OnlyFans. So it's like, basically a lot of people have been joining like OnlyFans. So it's like, has that been like, like heavy competition, like in there, like competing?
I work pretty closely with Daisy and Kitty with our OnlyFans, and the fact that we create content together a lot. So for me, it's more of a supportive little thing, but also I live under a rock. For me, it's like we support each other and help each other out by posting content, and tagging each other in content always helps just get each other out there. But all of these fresh girls on OnlyFans, yeah, that sucks to see. It really just sucks, because them going from you guys are classless whores to, oh, well, maybe I'm going to throw half of a side boob in there and make thousands of dollars and call myself a sex worker.
Yeah, because I have been seeing a lot of that lately. Like ever since this whole like COVID quarantine thing started, they say the OnlyFans like content stuff like that has just like skyrocketed, because it's just people just basically jumping in just like make a quick buck or two, and some like there has been like some like experienced workers and things like that, saying like basically tell them like, if this is not something that you want to do like on a long-term basis and things like that, and and understanding like there are like going to be like consequences for like what you do out there, they try to tell them. So it's like what do you have like for like the people out there like who just jump into the head first?
I mean, I can't say a whole lot, because I literally got asked to do porn and I was on a plane to do porn the next day. So I understand like a quick change all of a sudden, but as someone that is having potentially my finances being pushed into because of that, go fuck yourselves.
So it's like they figure like, well, I'm just gonna do this for like a couple of months, and then I'm just gonna go back to being like,
it never goes away. It never goes away. Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. Like,
saw me get cummed on. Oh my god.
She's having fun.
If I have any advice to anybody, if you don't want your parents to see it, then don't do it.
They're gonna see it. People that know you, they're gonna find it.
What do you mean they're not gonna see it, bro? It's the internet.
I know, because I have, I've seen a lot of stories where it's like, a lot of people that got into it, and of course, it was a bad experience, and now it's like, they're like anti-porn, and they're like all like talking out against it and things like that. So like, how does that make you feel for like, being up into it?
I seem to be very good at practicing not letting what other people do bother me, but if it did really make me, I don't know. I just think it's stupid if they think it's going to have no effect. Like, I don't, if you want to be stupid and ruin your life, go for it. Like, I don't know what to say, honestly.
I know. My thing is like basically like I feel like it's like, you know, like if you're gonna do it, understand that you're gonna once you do it, it's gonna be out there forever and things like that. So when people like, you know, like come and say like, oh yeah, I saw you, you know, like I'm saying, you know, getting slammed, I'm saying, you know, 2 times up the ass and, you know, a dick in your mouth, things like that, be like, yeah, I did that, you know. So you know, instead of trying to like denying it, you know, like yeah, it's like, you know, own that shit and things like that. Try not to hide from it. Now I know like, you know, people can change their ways as time goes by, but it's like it's always going to be out there. So like, don't try to deny it.
Yeah, it's never fucking going away, and it's just it's just too stupid. It's too stupid. I will get when I put myself in people's mindsets, I get too angry because I don't understand. I guess that's why I'm like, whatever they're doing, whatever they're gonna do. It makes me angry.
All right, so like well, like with all that right there, let's see. I kind of ran through that through like real quick. So like all right, chat. If you have anything that you want to ask the lovely Akira right here, feel free to ask like into like these next few minutes right there. If we don't, well, it's gonna be like an early stream. Because you know it has really been fun. Like I'm saying, it's right here, you know, like talking to you, you know, you answer all my questions, you know, we basically shooting the stuff regularly, and of course, you know, Anastasia over there on the side right there, you know, like I said, once again, thank you for agreeing with me on the pineapple pizza thing, because I'm like, oh my god,
of course, yes,
it's kind of let her on, so we can high five each other, like yes.
Pineapple.
There it is.
Oh, that's great.
No.
No.
It's not great.
No.
What? So did you try it and just like, I'm not into this right here?
I don't think I've ever tried it, to be perfectly honest.
don't knock it until you try it.
I will. I will. All right. Do you want a stinky, smelly, soggy prostitute? Don't knock it till you try it. Doesn't work. Doesn't fucking work. You want quality. If it seems off, if it smells off, you don't want it.
Abort mission.
Abort that mission. Go get better class. Same thing goes to pizza.
What if it's like premium pineapple?
I don't want it mixing. Same with my ladies.
I agree with you.
Oh man.
He's like, I don't know how to
have some pineapple pizza now.
He's like, I don't know how to fucking respond to that.
I know, like I said, well, tonight, like I said, I am going to give me a Hawaiian pizza.
I hope it burns just like the last one.
Well, they made that, not me. You know, like I said, I just showed up to it, so it's like I don't know. Let me see if I can bring that thing up. I'm like, oh my god! When I saw that like this morning, I'm like, who did this? I'm like, okay, all right, I found it right here. I'm like, I can imagine which one of my coworkers did this right here, but it's like when I walked in and I opened up the oven and I saw this right here, I'm like, seriously?
No, stop it.
Yes, this is what I found this morning.
The disrespect. So you saying that like did they fall asleep and leave it in overnight? Were they just trying to?
Was the oven still on when you found it?
I'm thinking, the oven was still on. I'm thinking whoever worked last night put this thing up in here at the last minute. Forgot
before.
Yeah, I think they forgot they put it up in there, and so I found it this morning. I'm just like, oh man, if my day hasn't been going bad so far, like really,
man, that is
just terrible.
Yeah, it does. It looks like a
brownie thing.
like a big brownie, and then like smaller brownies in it. Like no.
That is a burnt pepperoni pizza.
No, that's beyond burnt. That's beyond.
I mean, that thing is just R.I.P.
I made a pizza like that. Well, I put the oven at 500 degrees because it'll cook faster.
I'm thinking like they probably did it at the last minute before they was off their shift and like, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm finna go home and
no, they fucked up.
Mhm. They probably realized when they made it home, like I ain't going back there. When they find it, they'll let me know. Yeah, I'll let you know. All right, like who the hell did this?
Who the fuck is trying to burn our place down?
Yeah, one of my friends said I thought it was
Right?
a
Cookie, brownie, something of that sort.
Yes, it was a cookie. Like I said, it's a totally burnt one. Like yow. Okay, okay. So one of my friends by the name of Tally Constantine, like basically puts right here, like she says like the problem is students thinking that they can do it while in college, and like I see that right there, like wow. Is that
that's their employability? It really does. They can nowadays employers are going and searching through internet history like a motherfucker before they actually hire you.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy. Some of them will have you sit down right there, enter yourself into Facebook, and let them look through your Facebook account. They don't actually have the rights to do that, but some people will do that.
Yes, I'm glad I have a job as like
let me just give you my Facebook because I don't know my own amendment. Like, no, how about you go fuck off? That's none of your business. You can't hire me based off that, but it's cool. We're all like, intelligent.
Like when did that become like part of the thing right there? Whereas I can understand like what somebody's like internet. Well, like I said, if my employers went through my internet history, like man, the stuff that they would find, like yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I can't go back to a normal job after that with my internet history. If they're gonna do that.
Yeah, I know, but it's like unfortunately, I'm glad that like mine don't really care because like as long as it doesn't feature anything like at my besides that right there, it shows like my job and like a negative light, things like that. They pretty much don't really care, like other than that, they're just gonna find like pictures of me, like, like oiled up and showing off my guns and things, but it's
oiled up and showing off my guns. Yep.
Oh yeah, like I said, I got quite the wild pictures and all that right there, but I don't want to make this about me.
Show.
Because I do that a lot. Like when people see me on Twitter and things like that, it's like yeah.
I'm getting that baby girl.
Oh man, like so it's like I see like the chat is kind of like got like a little like right there. So it's like, and we still have like close to like 10 minutes. So like I'm gonna try to do anything like that. So like okay, so. All right, if your friend don't mind asking a couple of questions, I'd like to ask her if she doesn't.
Yes, she's heating up a rig of sorts for me to do something real quick. Ignore the random blowtorch sound. I don't know what that is. Try not to get you in trouble.
Like I said, this is too much fun right here.
You can just see her butt. I told him, I was like, if you see little legs walking by throughout this, it's just Anastasia.
Yeah, it's just her right there. So it's
did a Facebook Live my first year at AVN's. It was Facebook Live actually, not YouTube. And I showed my titties. Yeah, like security at the Hard Rock came over and was like, you can't be flashing. And I was like, what the fuck? We're at a sex convention. Granted, I was already in the industry. I was kind of like, fuck it. But yeah, so good times. Facebook Live didn't like that.
Oh yeah, like between Facebook Live and then like with YouTube right here, like they'll let certain people get away with it and things like that. But unfortunately, I'm not one of those people just yet. So
just yet, though. Just yet, though. Exactly.
I'm getting there. And like I said, when I do, like I said, I can thank these lovely people who I've interviewed. I'm saying right here and things like that for helping me get there. So
October will be 5 years.
Oh, you've been in it for 5 years?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, right?
And how's the experience been for you? Besides, like, looking like it's been kind of painful because the way you be taking a lot of things, like. I'm still I'm not doubtful, but it's like I'm still wild how you sit up there and you like took like the two black guys and things like that, and then like you got fisted. So it's like you took double anal. So it's like
I mean, I don't know. I prefer anal to like vaginal sex, to be honest.
Let me tell you a little story about FetCon and her. And anal.
Which one?
So she's yelling at someone that has a penis in the room that should be doing a job to get her ready for a scene. and their penis is not working at the time. So she is like, Akira, grab a strap on and come fuck my ass. Get me ready for the scene. I'm like,
I do remember that.
I pulled up my phone. I'm like, who the fuck has a strap on?
Yep.
And I'm like,
found this one. Yep.
I found a
She came in clutch for sure. Yeah.
I will find this and I will plunge you, girl.
Yeah, and she did. It was great. That was fucking great. That makes it even
because the dick wasn't working. She's fucking sitting there just like, because someone won't fuck me. And I'm like, I'm trying to find someone. Don't get so mad at him.
Yeah.
I love you.
She's like, right now.
Right, yes.
Oh, she was aggressive. She was like, you won't fuck me, little pussy. I'm like,
yeah.
So it's like, it was you like that doing it, or somebody else that y'all. And so you're doing it. She's like, really? Like, that's all you got?
Oh no, she wanted the guy to fuck her, but his dick wasn't working, so I had
to drink a little too much. So I was like, what the fuck? You were supposed to help me prep for anal. Like, I got an anal shoot, bro. So I'm sorry. I was like, not cool. Help. And then she came in with a strap on. We found her.
I say,
at FatCon, that's the only place for sure.
If I say Sean, Sean DW, like I said, no, they haven't talked to Scribe yet, but trust me, we're gonna be recommended. Because I know Scribe, he's gonna miss this right here. Like, oh my god, I would have had so much fun.
We'll have to.
Because I am having so much fun right here, man. It's like this is just like I started out like say, okay, we're gonna ask these questions, things like that, and we have just like went off the cuff everywhere.
The fun part, and those conversations they always have with me.
Yeah, those are usually like the best streams, like man. Because I'd be up just like you know what, forget it.
Just throws it. What the shit?
Oh my god! So like, okay, so like besides doing that right there, where you say you mostly prefer anal, is like so it's like what do you do like for like relaxation and like excitement when you're not?
I read a lot.
So you read.
I'm a bookworm.
Oh,
hardcore bookworm.
Nerd.
Yep. My favorite authors, Ellen Hopkins, Amanda Lovelace. I know who can really name authors.
I was like, I don't know who they are. I don't know who they are.
I love walking my dog Duke. He's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little boy, my
cute.
Duke comes. Yes.
So my friend Scribe like with both of y'all, but my other friend named she goes by a YouTube name by the name of Some Dumb American. She would love you because she's actually becoming an author, and she writes a lot of books, and she runs like a book club thing. So
what? I'm a part of an online book club. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm a little bit of fun.
Oh my god! So like one of my friends like, I don't even know if I should ask that question right there because that's like official Lords of the Night thing. But it's like they may ask if they ever have you on there. But it's like one of my friends, Gulf City Johnny Blaze, asked this right here. I don't even want to ask, if they tongue butter the turtle cave. Now, what he means by tongue butter the turtle cave is like like do you lick ass? That's what it is.
Yes.
Oh, but in code.
I will lick her ass. Yes.
In code.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's like like one of our YouTube friends that like, they know and things like that. That's what they call it. Okay, like so he also asked do y'all like anime and manga?
Yes.
I'm into it. I can watch it. But do I like follow it? Not really. Usually, you want me to die.
Yes, I do.
Usually just when I come over to this house and she puts it on. But yeah, there's a couple of them that I do like actually. So
I like so like I'm a huge anime fan. Like man.
Like huge, like what's your favorite?
Like I said, I don't know, but it's like man, I watch things like Inuyasha, like Witch Hunter Robin, there's Attack on Titan. And man, it's
Does he know what
it's just too many of them.
Tell me.
Oh my God. This right here, I'm having trouble with.
It's my newest little plushie.
Okay, anybody in the chat know? Like I said, I'm big on anime, but I'm kind of Princess Unicorn Nipples is here. Fine. Like I said, this is the person who recommended us all, who recommended us all to you.
All right, well, this is a pollen. Cells at work. It's cute.
One day.
I know, like
so they little antibodies.
Yeah, and I'm big into like Studio Ghibli, like my neighbor Totoro.
Totoro.
Yeah, like my neighbor Totoro, like Princess Mononoke, like oh my God, those right there.
Like I know, like I don't know. I guess probably the more commercialized ones now.
Yeah.
She's got it.
I have.
Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty hot.
Oh
yeah, Princess Mononoke, man, is really good right there. Like Howl's Moving Castle
series so far.
Kiki, that's right there. Yeah, Spirited Away, Banyo, man. Yeah, yes. Studio Ghibli, they made a lot of great anime, man.
I didn't do that.
I heard it and everything. I'm like, did you smell my armpit? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Oh my God! I'll say, if anything, like I said, YouTube probably put the stream under like, yeah, this is for adults only. You guys are getting wild. Oh my God!
Hunk.
Oh my God! So it's like, yeah, we got like a few minutes right there. So like, all right. Anything, any last things that y'all like to say anything or anything that you want to like chill out, like your. You're on OnlyFans, you're on Twitter.
We're both on OnlyFans.
I usually just say Google me or go to my Twitter and you'll find everything. Well, if you Google me, my Twitter is like, well, it used to be the second thing that shows up.
Mm-hmm.
No.
To the face.
Face to face. Fuck you.
Look it up, everybody. Base to the face.
Yeah.
Anastasia Rose. Pornhub.
Yes. So you'll
so
find
good.
out. Like I said, like you'll find her at Anastasia Rose XX right on Twitter right there, and also with Akira Shell, you'll find her at Akira Shell.
Is it
Akira XX Shell?
At Akira XX Shell.
XX.
XX. I know it's weird. And then her OnlyFans, Anastasia Rose XXX.
3 X's. See, Twitter, Anastasia Rose was too long, or I would have put 3 X's on Twitter. But Anastasia it's a mouthful.
Like the bitch.
Kind of like what I can.
Yeah, like I said, you can Google them both, and you will find like some wow content right there. Like
you'll find a lot of fan porn for me when you Google me.
Yeah, I saw that too. Like but like one of the main things that mainly came up with like like I said, like of you and like one girl basically like going at it where she's like kicking you and you're just like going down. And then there's like the one video of you and like Daisy basically like like gut punching each other, and it's like
there's one that just came out with Daisy and I beating her up in the creek. We were punching her stomach while she's laying down in the fucking creek.
You know what?
I saw that clip.
Punching me in the stomach, but I'm not cool with somebody kicking me in my pretty part. So no, like you should see some of these videos. I'm terrified.
Oh,
I'm terrified.
Her cunt busting debuts have been
pretty part
so
busting.
Good. She screams so loud.
I'm terrified.
She's fucking petrified. I go towards her and it's just she's screaming so loud.
Who would want to be kicked there?
I mean, some people do.
Well, I know I don't, because man, my stuff is very sensitive down there.
And there's a bone right there for us.
Yeah, like as big as I am, like you're gonna bring me down with that, and y'all look like y'all enjoy it.
Yes. I'm Like, yes, I enjoy kicking men in the butt. Yes, I do.
Mhm.
Men, yes. But, no. Akira or Daisy cannot. Well, they have. Why?
Oh my god. This is-
I left my ring on and everything. Sorry.
But like I said, once again, you'll find both these lovely ladies on Twitter. I got a link down in the description below for Akira's Twitter, so I'm gonna have to ask Anastasia's Twitter like later on, right there, where you'll basically find them like all their links to like all their content. And you can basically go for there, especially on OnlyFans. Like go check out their content, support these ladies, and everything you can do, especially in this time right now with COVID-19 and things like that. Support everything that you basically can. Your local store, your local like content creator and things like that. Like me. Like I'm saying, support your boy right here. Help him build up this channel so he can keep on interviewing lovely people like this.
Put the word out.
Yes, get the word out. Share, subscribe, like, and everybody.
Yes.
But once again, we're gonna end right there. Like, to Akira, Anastasia, thank both of you lovely, beautiful, sexy ass ladies for joining me today right here. And thank you to everybody in chat that joined me, man. Tally, RVA Dar, Princess Unicorn, Nipples, finally came up in here. Sean DW, Gulf City Johnny Blaze, Johnny Hellcat, man, Becca Farley, everybody that came up in here, Mustafa D, always.
List all the names. Let's know who all is creeping.
Yeah, JTR, the serial killer, WR Costa.
Watch everybody leave the room now. Be like, no.
Like I said, they'll probably be hitting you up on Twitter anytime soon, Like, thank all y'all for coming out here, watching the stream and supporting us and things like that, man. True. And until I see y'all again, this is your boy Pat, as always, saying good morning, good evening, and good night. We out, y'all.